Hi, my name is Shelly Edo, and I am a career consultant. Today we're going to talk about how I can tell if you're lying on your resume. When you have a resume and you have that skills category at the very top, or maybe you have it at the bottom, but it's like 2-word lists and such, I can use that to tell if you're lying. And also by looking at what you've put under your job and, those bullet points that you have under a job that you posted, I can tell just by those things if you're lying or not by seeing if those skills that you've listed match up with both your job title and any of the duties that you've said. If your duties match what I do believe the job is supposed to be, like, I don't know, let's say you're a janitor. If I see that you have like IT skills under a janitor, no, you're lying. I can see that you're trying to form a janitor job into an IT thing, but if you go over and beyond what is very reasonable for a janitor position, it's going to be very clear that you're like cramming, you're keyword cramming, or you're outright lying as to what you have. If you put on your resume like skills that are like, let's say you put on the word communication, but every single one of your jobs like has nothing to do with communication, like no phones, no customer interactions, I can't match that skill with your job. So then I recognize that communication skill is probably bullshit. It's better for you to pull out the relevant keywords from your actual skills. Then you can use those relevant ones to kind of go for a job that you want. Not twisting the sentence into what you need, but positioning that sentence in a slightly different way that makes sense for the job that you want. There is a very clear and easy difference between those things. So it's better not to lie and not to keyword cram and pad your resume with words that you don't think you even have. You just think that sound good. When I call that out and I see too many of those on a resume, I'm going to trash your resume because I can see that you're lying. So it's better to really evaluate your core skills and then use those skills in a way that makes sense for the job, but also slightly positions it for the job you want. If you're changing careers very drastically, then I might want to see some like education that you've just gotten. Like if you just finished your IT certification course or your bachelor's degree, then that will make sense. And it makes sense that a janitor position may not fit an IT job, and that's okay. So what did you do that fits with an IT position? Even skills outside the job, outside of any job, can matter. Things you did for your family, things you did for friends, things that somebody can reasonably pay you for. Sometimes you can use some of those keywords or even position them in an other skills sort of list that a recruiter can bring up as they see them. And then you can explain, yeah, I did this thing for my friends and family in our little service business, in my family service business. And I did it a few times, but I figured, throwing some of those keywords on my resume might be important, and I can explain it in blah, blah, blah. That is way more helpful than just keyword loading or just outright lying on your resume. Hope this helps.